Hey, we are Chris and Teresa and are obsessed with all things fiber and guiding you on your fiber arts journey. We own a successful fiber processing mill, an online needle felting business, experienced at raising all fiber animals, and are renovating a 100-year-old school into a fiber arts retreat center.
Processing, needle felting, yarn, roving, fiber animals, and our renovating progress are all topics discussed here. Think of this as your one-stop shop for advice, information, tips, and getting your questions answered on all things fiber, from raising the animals to the finished product and everything in between. So pull up a seat, make sure you're cozy, and get ready to be inspired while you learn. This is EweTube.
Welcome to EweTube number 83, and we are perched upon our new favorite room, we think. Maybe.
We've always been partial to this room.
This is true.
When they boarded up the windows, it wasn't as fun.
But now the windows are open and we can't stop just sitting here and gazing. The view is amazing.
The windows are beautiful.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Well, we've got lots to get through, and we've got a busy night ahead of us. So we're getting to it. Here we go. Teresa, what have you been doing?
I have made more bunnies.
Yes.
Or one more bunny.
And she sold one. She's selling another one.
Yeah, this one is doing a little different pose. So
it's adorable. It's Flo's best friend, and for some reason, being sold.
Yes.
Yes.
Because people are really wanting the bunnies.
I know, and I'm being what's that word?
I don't know.
Selfish. Keeping them all to ourselves.
You get to come visit Flo and Stella and
Beatrice.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Is it Daisy?
Mm-hmm. It is. Yes. Okay, and then we want to talk about this amazing donation we got last week. Mike and Mary Peterson, they have done so much for us and so much for the school, and surprised us with
a floor scrubber. Because up to this point, we've been mopping the entire gym floor,
and it's been absolutely horrible.
And since during construction, it's so dusty, so we mop it like 3 times just to get it clean. And squirrel. There is actually a squirrel. See it? He's not. He's down on the ground. Okay.
Oh, yes, there is. We used to have a squirrel that would scamper along this cement thing here. But anywho, yes. Yeah.
Yes. So
anyway,
we are very thankful. We knew we needed a floor scrubber, but we were just putting it off because it was just another expense.
Yes.
And we're very, very thankful for. And it does an amazing job. It gets it clean right away. Now you don't have to do it 3 times.
I mean, I know it is absolute, and it's effortless. You just walk behind it, and it just does its little
Not that
thing.
we've done it.
We've watched Kat do it.
Kat is an expert.
She does an expert job at it.
What is that?
Sounds like something's. Must be.
There might be a squirrel.
Our husbands are downstairs painting and working in the retail store right now. But yeah. So Mike and Mary, we just.
We thank
seriously,
you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you guys very, very much. And we can hardly wait to celebrate.
Yes. Mike's birthday.
Yes.
Today. Well, it's his birthday party.
It's his birthday party today. We're filming this on Tuesday, so we are looking forward to having the Bubba's birthday bash here at the school.
Which has been scheduled for
2 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he scheduled it
so
a long time
he
ago.
was like way the first event that was ever booked at the Nome Schoolhouse. And we couldn't be happier to finally have the day be here.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike. You and Mary, we love you both so much. Thank you guys so much. Oh, okay. Before we start crying, we will move on. We did the virtual tour on, when did we do the virtual tour? Saturday.
And that went
That
really
went
well.
Yeah, it did.
It was really fun to show those that couldn't make it here to our tour. So
it was good. It was good. And we're going to plan some more too.
Yeah, we want to
maybe
share.
a couple more before, because so much is happening every day. There's lots that is happening. So in a month, oh my goodness, it's going to be.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, we can't. Looking back, it's amazing.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Yes, and the school update. I'm skipping way ahead here, aren't I? No?
Yeah.
I hand it over.
No, you're not skipping ahead.
I'm not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the product feature is...
Yeah, you did good.
Okay.
So Jimmie is going to give you a little update here on where we're at, and he does a much better job than we do.
Yes, and we learned a lot listening to him. And
we have to say that he almost made us cry.
We had to get out of there. We had to flee after he got done.
A bawling session.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very, very.
It's getting more and
nice
more emotional. It truly is.
To see others as emotionally involved in it as we are.
Okay, I'm going to cry.
Okay, here we go, Jimmie.
Hey everybody, Jim here again with Roars. Once again, Teresa and Chris have asked me to give you everyone a new update on the school. I know it's been about a month now, and there's been a lot of progress. They've taken a lot of pictures and shared them on Facebook and their website, and so everybody's probably pretty close to up to date, but we'll still give you some other things, I guess. As everybody knows, a lot of sheetrock has been hung up on second floor already. I'm expecting the guys to be done up there probably this week, and that'll all be taken care of. My framers, they've been clipping right away. They finished up the flat roof over top of the big sprinkler room where the big tank is. They got all the stairs and all the landings installed on up the stair tower. They've been doing a bunch of other miscellaneous backing, things like that needs to get done so we can keep going on first floor. Electricians, they've been going pretty hard on first floor this last few days. Chris and Teresa have got everything lined out for them where lights are going to be going, outlets, TVs, exterior lighting, things like that. We got all that narrowed down, so we're starting to pull wire for all those. The kitchen area is all ready to go. Just got to start pulling some wire and a little bit of HVAC in there, and we get that insulated and sheetrocked here once we're fully ready. Obviously, once we're fully ready on first floor. I've had a group of guys out here from Roars. We've been doing some soffit work, some ceiling work. We framed in the down the hallway of first floor. That's all now framed in. Some framed around some steel columns, and a little bit of soffit work, like I said, up on first, just so we can hide some steel and have it protected. As many of you also know too, Steve has been hard at work at installing windows in the old school itself, getting the west side looking really good. It kind of set me back a little bit. It's kind of very impressive how easily they go in, but how actually great it looks. And now in the school itself, in what they call the museum, which is going to be the museum, the flooring guys have started relaying the old hardwood floor. And, you can imagine what it looks like now, but once he's all done with it, it's absolutely going to be amazing. Get it all laid and shined up. It's going to look like it did when it was brand new. Or maybe, 20 years old, but close enough. Good enough. Some upcoming things we got, we're just keep plugging away on first floor. Plumber's got a lot of pipe to still run for these heat pumps, what they call heater units. That'll be actually supplying the heat and cooling for the second floor guest rooms. The electrician's still got a lot of wire to pull. He's still got some lighting and things like that to get set up. And pulling wires for the kitchens. Mechanical, he don't have a whole lot. A lot of his stuff is all going to be exposed. And so that'll all happen after a lot of the sheetrock is actually been hung and finished. So his stuff doesn't get dirty and messed up. Our sprinkler guy, he's been going hard on first floor. That's all roughed in. Second floor is obviously done. The attic's done. So he's just got a little bit of trim work to do and put in a few heads, and he'll have first floor done and ready to move into the basement, and hopefully here pretty soon start getting things set up in that big old sprinkler room and hooked to that tank, and then he's got to move into the gym, and we got to get a sprinkler system in there. This week here, actually just today, my roofers have finished. They've done all 4 flat roofs, got the rubber on them sealed in. So technically right now this building is pretty much about 99% waterproof, except for maybe a crack here or there that might be in the Tyvek or whatever, but that's not that big a deal. As of right now, siders are lined up, and with any luck they'll be starting here on Wednesday of this week. So that would be the 10th. And so we'll start, like I said in our last one, we'll be starting to get some color on the addition and ready to go. I guess now, that's about where we're at with the addition and the school. Things are moving right along, and we're making progress where we can and when we can. Every day something changes, something looks a little better, and everything like that. I just want to say, the last one we did about a month ago, there was a guy on there, his name was Daryl. He talked about this school and what it was like when it first started, and he was right. It's hard to remember what it was, and once people can come here and look at pictures of where it used to be and things like that, hopefully people will understand that this thing is pretty amazing. So, but I want to say thank you, and we'll talk next month.
And last week we asked a question about naming the lambs. I have a theme every year for the lambs that I try and pick. Mm-hmm. And we asked this question last YouTube episode on ideas on what to name the lambs. And we've gone through quite a few, and you all had wonderful ideas, which
amazing ideas.
I'm sure we'll use in the future.
We'll be using in the future. We've got lists now of all the ideas. Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of people chose the flower idea.
The flower idea. That was an awesome idea.
We did do the flowers. But that was...
You did the flowers?
That was a long time ago when we didn't have as many sheep. So it's like...
Oh.
All of them have expired.
Got it.
All the flowers.
Yep.
So we could do it again because they were really cute.
Yeah.
So
and then some of the other names were like old school mascots.
That was cool.
Names of old alumni from the school.
Yeah, we like that.
Lakes. North Dakota lakes and landmarks
and cities. Rock stars.
Yeah, we have just a wonderful list. So
and so we chose Disney characters
because we even had
a printed list.
A printed list that was bestowed onto us,
all stapled and ready. All I have to do is every time a lamb is born, just go down the list and mark it off.
Yeah, so God bless you, Mariella. Thank you for doing that for us. Yeah.
And they're really, really cute. I can't wait to
be really
name
cool.
them and introduce all the new little lammies.
Can't wait. This year is going to be great.
Starting in April.
Great.
So very, very soon.
Yes. Yep.
We're preparing.
Yes.
At home. So, and then today, we had
the first quilt.
Someone bring us, so a long time ago, I think several episodes ago, we mentioned that we would love to put quilts in all the guest rooms just to, bring everything together with handmade and what we're all
even if
about
they're
here.
not queen quilts, because all the guest rooms are going to be queen size beds in there, even if they're just twins or throw quilts that we can even, accent, pull colors from, so on and so forth. So,
so today someone delivered our first quilt, and her name is Betty, and her maiden name was Storhoff, which we know a lot of Storhoffs from the area, and Kozlovsky is her last name. And we thank you very, very much. It's a beautiful quilt.
The quilt is amazing. And the colors, we can hardly wait to pull.
Decorate the whole
room
around the quilt, because
the colors are just beautiful.
we don't really have a plan.
So first room is going to be done with that. Yes. Yeah. We're so honored to have.
We're really
that.
excited to put, the handmade throughout the entire building, but in the rooms. It's
Especially.
a really good way to pull it all together, everything we're about.
Absolutely.
So we're going to move on to the questions. There was quite a few questions this last time.
Yes.
The first one is, does shearing hurt the lambs in any way? Pictures always make it look like they're being handled in a very rough way, and it does not.
It does not. And we have been, we have over and over again. And I just got something on my Facebook that someone shared to me. It was a sheep that got loose and roamed wild for, I don't know what it was, 3 years. And they finally caught it. That poor animal. Oh my gosh, how it was suffering until they sheared it. It couldn't even walk. It was going to perish. If they wouldn't have caught it that year and sheared it, it for sure would have perished.
And
Yep. My husband just peeked in. Do you need us here? Okay.
And if you could see my sheep right now, where it's like hanging over their faces.
Oh, yeah.
I
took it, because I've only got the two. I took a scissor and trimmed around their little eyeballs.
And
poor things.
when I go check them, they're looking at me like, okay, when are we going to shear?
Yes.
I mean, they're looking forward to it. They really like
love
to
it.
feel free. I really kept them warm all winter long.
Yes,
They don't hardly even go in their barn because they're so warm with all their wool. But they really like to have it off. And the reason, I don't think they're uncomfortable. When you get a sheep on its back,
it gives up.
It's like a calming thing for them.
Yeah.
And they don't really fight. But as you're watching them shear and as they're moving around, then they get off of their back. That's when they kick a little bit.
Correct.
But it's just because they just want to get up and stand up. They don't understand when they're done.
Yeah.
And when
the older ones, they kind of behave. They're like, okay, get it done. Yeah. and it takes them 32 seconds to shear a sheep. It is, every now and then they may get a little nick or something, but the lanolin in their, that's against their skin, it's by the next day, you can't even tell where they were nicked. It heals up right away.
And the only reason they're nicked is because they do kick and, try and get up and
it doesn't hurt them. They're dual skinned.
No.
So,
and they may be a little frightened at like the first time or so, but that's just like bringing your toddler to get a haircut. They're going to be scared. And the shearer that we get, and most shearers are very gentle, and they don't want to nick the sheep.
No.
That is the last thing they want to do. They try and do it quickly, and that's sometimes why there is little nicks, like if you were shaving and you cut yourself.
Yeah,
so
it's nothing more than that. It's, Now, alpacas, on the other hand, when you shear alpacas, they don't give up. You literally have to tie them up. You tie their feet up and you lay them on the ground and you tie them up and then they give up. and it's kind of the same as when you flip the sheep over on its butt. So when you get the alpaca down, then it's like the same thing. It's 30 seconds and they've got that off.
Yeah. So
and the goat, the same thing. The goat, the cashmere goats, they comb out, but the Angora goats, they shear them. They stick them on their butt just like the sheep, and they scream. They do this blah blah. Yeah. They sound like you're hurting them, but
they're not getting hurt at all. It's
Not
just
at
maybe
all.
scared,
It's
or
helping
they're
them.
just irritated, or who knows what they're thinking. But
exactly. Yeah.
it's not hurting them
No.
at all, and it's the best thing for them
Absolutely.
at the time. So,
Absolutely.
and we do it once a year. Some are twice a year, and we will be doing ours very, very soon. Right.
And a lot of folks
lambing.
have already sheared already.
Yes.
That lamb earlier, because the poor little lambs can't even find the teats when they have so much wool on
When
them.
they have their babies, they can't.
Yeah.
because it's just a lot, because there's like 6 inches of wool on our sheep, and they can't find where to nurse. So it's very nice when it's all sheared off.
Yeah, much, much better.
Next question is, Teresa, have you tried the reverse felting needle? And yes, I certainly have. And
would you recommend it?
Well, for certain things that you would like to do, I use it. I felt a different color underneath and then another color over the top. And if I want to bring some of that color out and blend it together, I will use the reverse felting needle to pull that out from underneath.
Oh, that would
and
be
blend
very,
it together.
Very good. Like if you're doing an animal that you want.
Some variegated, or it's kind of like a shading technique, or
So can it erase mistakes?
No.
It's not like an eraser.
No,
you just pull
that
it
would
out.
be nice, but no. No, it doesn't do that. And I mean, it can make your animal fuzzy, like give it a more of a hairy effect. So you can pull out the fibers so that they stick out, and then trim it to have like a fur coat on the animals. Those are the reasons that you would use them. So yeah,
Cool. Cool. And you do have them online now.
Yes, they're available online at bearcreekfelting.com. So
Nice.
will Flo be a class in the academy? And
I'm not letting you make Flobia.
the Bear Creek Bunnies have been my own design and something that I sell, and people collect them. So I haven't done a class on just Bear Creek Bunnies. I do in the academy teach how to make the open mouth smile. All the things that I do with bunnies are taught in the academy. But I encourage you to create your own unique little smiling animal and not make a Bear Creek bunny. So, yeah, you can learn all of the things there.
I can't stop looking outside.
I know.
It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Anyway.
Sunset pretty soon.
Yes.
Do you make wool dryer balls, or maybe in the future? We do not make wool dryer balls.
We make so many wool balls that we don't want to make wool dryer balls because we make them for the kits of varying sizes and done in the same manner that you make the dryer balls. And there's so many small producers, so many small, many of them are customers, that we have that do it. And we'd rather,
buy from them.
Exactly. We'd rather you buy from them and than us.
Yeah, we haven't had the time or enough wool to make that a side thing.
Yes,
so all the wool that we can produce in our own sheep and that we can purchase it goes into the kits and to the things that we make. And dryer balls haven't been one of those.
They have not, but they are awesome. I use them.
Yeah. So lots of people do make them. Is the yarn you sell strong enough and proper to use for crocheting on towels?
It is absolutely strong enough, but proper. If you would crochet those cute little edges around like a cotton towel with 100% wool yarn, for instance, and then you go and throw that in your washer and wash it as you would your cotton towel. You're going to have puckering all around the edges because that wool is going to shrink and react to the laundering differently than what the cotton towel is.
I mean, you could wash it in cold water and lay it flat, and then it would be fine. So
So that's
just depends.
Yep.
It's just it can't be washed
in the same manner of that you would just throw those towels in.
Would Corriedale Targhee wool felt well? Yes.
It certainly would.
Yeah, we like Corriedale.
And the Targhee, that's what we use mainly for our the balls that we put in the kits, our Targhee balls. Yep.
Could the gals give a class on weaving with roving? So Kat and Libby are doing the weaving wall, and they haven't given us a direct answer. They said that they would talk to us in person, and
we're saying that's an affirmative answer.
We don't know quite yet, but we'll sure ask and have an answer by next time.
Yes. Yeah.
So lift.
My husband decided to drive a snorkel lift around the front of the school, so we're sorry. Anyway.
Hopefully you can't hear it that much. What has been Chris's hardest yarn to spin and why?
That's easy. That would be Kiviot, or 100% Kiviot, or 100% bison, or 100%, even 100% yak. They're all dual coated animals that have this soft down that's right next to their skin, and then they have these guard hairs that are really coarse. And like my yaks, for instance, I would comb them out and get that with a Ferberator dog comb, actually, and get that down that's right next to their skin, and it's pretty much lengthless. It's maybe half an inch long. It's real, but super soft, as is Kiviot, and as is the bison down too. And to spin it, it's tough because there's no length there to draw from, to blend it in with wool or alpaca and the like, so that you have the length of those other fibers to go off of. It's much easier. And I have done all three of them 100%, and it just is time consuming and tougher, and I got to put a little more twist in the yarn, and I just as soon not work that hard. I guess when you can put a 30, 40, 50% blend in with wool or alpaca or something, and it makes just a beautiful fiber. Yeah.
And Kiviot, for those that aren't aware, is muskox.
Yep. And when I was we were building the education herd, I really wanted to own a muskox, and I was told that we were too far south. North Dakota is too far south, and they wouldn't thrive because it gets too warm here, which is odd. So yeah, so they're up in the Alaska is where most of them are, northern Canada and whatnot. So yeah, beautiful fiber from them though.
Do you have any kind of directions for all those cute accessories you showed last week, especially the bow tie? They add so much, but beyond the eggs, I wouldn't quite know where to start. So last week we have a spring sampler, a wool spring sampler for needle felting, and lots of beautiful spring colors in there. And I shared what I have been making with them, and currently do not have any type of directions on those. Upon reading this, I thought, well, that would be a good thing to add to the Academy. So I will be adding that in there, possibly in the Facebook or in the accessories area on how to do this, on how to add these little accessories to your.
Well, you can make like a little bow tie for your snowman, or any of your little critters. Oh, that's cool. So you watch for that. Awesome. I brought my little lambs to work, and some coworkers would like to buy them. How do you determine a price? So these are little needle felted lambs, I'm assuming. And since she's in the Academy and has been needle felting up a storm and sending us pictures that are amazingly cute.
Yes. And so how do you determine a price? I go a lot on emotional attachment. So if I love it and I want to have it in my home, I sell it for more. Because I'd be happy with keeping it on my shelf. And so I sell it for more. I started things a lot lower than I am now. And you just kind of feel out. If you are trying to make money on this, then you'll kind of feel out and work up as you can and get away with. And other than that, if you're not looking to make a lot of money, just cover. And it's even hard at the beginning to cover the hours that you put in because it takes so long. And it took years and years for me to get the amount of money for the hours that I put in and the time that I put in. So it just takes time if you want to use it as a way of making money. It takes time to build up to that. So like now the snowmen and the Bear Creek Bunnies, there's those out there that are collecting them, and that allows me to put the price up there a little higher. So and if you, like I said, if you like to keep it on your wall or if you like to keep it on your shelf, it's more expensive. That's how I do it.
If that helps.
Yeah. I can't wait to stay in one of your guest rooms. How much will it cost per night?
We can't wait to stay in one of our guest rooms.
No, we've decided that our families are going to have like a little slumber party when
we
it's
can only
finally
wait.
ready.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be a fun
It'll be
night.
good. Let's see here now. Okay, we've got our singles with the one queen and the twin pullouts are $145. And then we have two with two queens and a twin pullout that are $175. And then we have a 330 square foot, the ADA room that's $195 that has two queens and a pull-out sofa sleeper. And then we've got and that's kind of a mini suite too. It also has a roll-in, a larger shower in it that you can roll in if you're in a wheelchair and whatnot. Then we've got the front suite.
And that's $225.
Correct. And we were blessed with Leo and Connie Brillinger. We have for $10,000, you can choose one of the guest rooms. And with the $10,000 donation, which is completely 100% tax deductible since we are a nonprofit, and they chose the ADA room as the room that they wanted to sponsor, and they're trying to decide what they want to call it. So,
Yeah. So that'll be really nice. We're going to put a little plaque or inscription on beside
whatever
the
they
door
want,
or somewhere in the room saying who it's in memory or honor of.
Yep.
And so that'll be really nice. So that was
so
our
that
first, that was
we're
this
very
last
pleased
week.
for that. Yeah,
We
that
had
was
our
huge
first
because we have got,
room
oh my gosh,
donation.
we're looming all these costs of furnishing and it was a blessing. Yes, just, yep.
The answer to your question is a weaving wall. Have you started yet? And just today.
Yes, we have, just today.
Kat was up on the lift, screwing the little screws in and putting the boards up. And I don't think she got the wires strung.
I don't think so. I think she got all the screws ready to.
But
ready
it's
to
very,
go.
very close. I didn't get a picture of that. I was going to get a picture, but I didn't.
Next week there'll be wool on it, guaranteed.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kat and Libby will be getting that
done
and ready. So you just heard the answer to
just
last
heard the
week's
answer.
question. So weaving wall is what we're going to do
wall. Yeah.
with the south wall of the gym, the upper part. And we did, Kat and Libby did a little practice run. They did a little practice run in the recording studio. So that was the answer. And Linda, you are the winner.
Congratulations, Linda.
Of this prize. And you just need to contact us through the contact form on
And there was only one Linda, so it is you.
No worries. And next week's question.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we are trying to go through our calendar and prepare and plan for classes that we're going to have here at the Nome Schoolhouse. And we'd like to have like weekend retreats, week-long retreats, and just
day classes.
Evening day classes where you come for a day or you come for a weekend. And I know that there's people out there that are waiting to book a room or book a campsite during certain classes.
Yes,
so we are now looking for ideas for teachers and class ideas. So
what type of classes you'd like to attend here?
Yeah, if you have ideas or you know of a class that you just love to attend here at the Nome Schoolhouse, we would like to hear. We'd like to contact that teacher and invite her.
Anyone who answers will
Yes.
get in that drawing. So
Yes.
upcoming events,
We have a few upcoming events on March 14th.
and they are going fast. Well, most of them are already sold
Basket
out.
weaving class is already filled
Sold
up.
out. That's Sunday. This Sunday.
And then March 20th, we have the hydrangea painting class. And I have taken one of Shelley's classes and really, really enjoyed it.
Oh my
she does
goodness,
a
it's
very
so
good
much
job
fun.
teaching. And
so much fun.
I had a lot of fun. I made a little Christmas tree.
And this painting is
This is
beautiful.
the perfect spring one that
And we do have some spots left. Not many, but if you're interested.
you need to get on that if you are interested in learning how to do that. And if you think you have no talent, it turns out to be amazing. Something that you can hang on the wall that you made yourself. So
yes.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
And then another basket making class that is full.
It is full.
It filled right up right away.
Yes.
So we will be definitely planning more of the basket
those.
classes. So,
Yep.
and June 26th is the all school reunion, which we're really looking forward to.
We cannot wait to welcome all the alumni back.
I know. Alumni to us are like celebrities.
Oh, they are. They're going to walk in the, oh, it's you! We saw your picture in the yearbook.
I know.
It's gonna
And
be so cool.
we know all the names now,
Yeah,
and
so cool.
we can't wait to hear the stories and
Yes.
memories that are shared today from the gal that donated
Yes.
the quilt. We
Oh my goodness.
got to hear all, a few of her memories as she walked through the school, and we
she's
love
the
it.
first one that talked about the opening of those doors. You know, no one else has said that they remember
There's
those
sliding
doors. being
doors,
ordered. Yeah.
sliding doors that went across the back two classrooms.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, she had memories of that, which we loved.
cool.
So we're looking forward to that and our grand opening. Of course, we're looking forward to that.
Of course.
And
July
that's
1st.
July 1st through the 4th.
The ribbon coming. Yep.
Yeah, so pretty soon we'll have the ability for you to book rooms
Yep.
here. Next week, I am meeting with our website person to go over how that is all going to come together.
Yes.
Very soon, and we'll be letting you know.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
yeah, that'll be really exciting.
Oh,
and
our
then
first retreat.
we are in the planning stages of our first retreat, which will be mid-July.
Yep.
We have Julie. She's taught several classes here.
Julie and Jeannie. They're
And Jeannie.
sisters and they're amazing.
And they are going to do an amazing job. They are planning the classes. I will be teaching a class during that retreat, and there will be much more information. We're just in the beginning
Little
planning
taste
stages.
of the fiber world.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
if you're
just
interested in the
touching.
fiber arts, it's just going to give you a little touch of everything, and a beginner,
And you'll be pampered while you and you can stay here, or you can camp, or you can stay elsewhere, or you can just drive. So
yeah, if you
we'll
live in
have
the
options.
area.
Yep.
So we have more little introduction videos of everyone that's working on this project. So the other day I came in, well, most days you can't find a place to park because there's so many people here.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of people ask, are you sure you're going to get done by June 3rd?
Yes.
Or even July?
Yes.
And it's not just us. It's a lot of people behind the scenes working here. Like so many. And so we've been trying to introduce them to you on the ends of the episodes, the past few and this one. So we added a few. We have, and our husbands are downstairs working right now. We kind of sit up here and enjoy talking to you.
Our husbands, my goodness, we owe them the world. I don't know. I don't even know how to repay them for all that they do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So that's how we will end this with a little, they're going to say who they are and who they work for, and anything else that they wanted to say is what we invited them to do. So
And again,
enjoy.
happy birthday, Mike.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah,
Make
God
sure
bless
you
you.
like and subscribe below.
Bye-bye.
My name is Ed Lauschie. I own Northern Hardwood Floors. I live actually right here in Nome, so this is extremely convenient for me. I'm working on installing the original hardwood floors in the schoolhouse. They are going together pretty well. It's always a bit of a challenge working with an older product like this, but it's amazing. It's so pretty. There's so many things in this wood that you don't see in wood that you buy today. A lot of bird's eye in it, a lot of interesting character, and it's gonna be a really amazing floor. So I'm excited to do it.
Hello, my name is Angel Gonzalez and I work for Jeff Rowe Construction.
I'm Phil Roars and I work for Roars Construction.
I'm Travis Keller. I work with Roars Construction.
My name's Corey Dotseth. I am from Fargo, and we are doing the drywall here at the Nome Schoolhouse, and it's going to be a nice building.
Hi, my name's Cale Tabbert. I work with Ed Lauschie, who has Northern Hardwood Floors, and I'm helping with installing the original hardwoods in the school here.